I'm a treasure hunter. Not the kind like Indiana Jones, but the kind with a messy map, wandering through the world looking for my answer to what do I actually want to do? As a kid, my friends would get excited about sharing their ambitions. Doctors, engineers, celebrities. Some had very ridiculous answers, but at least they had dreams. Me, all I had was, I don't know. It was time for high school, the first crucial point to set my career path. Sadly, I still didn't know what I wanted. Growing up, I was nurtured by my mom in her hopes that I'll get a professional science career. I mean, come on, what parents doesn't want their kids to be called doctor, professor, or some fancy ass titles? I felt anxious about being lost, and I envied my friends who already knew what they wanted. So, I just went with what I was brought up with science. From high school to college to university, I studied science. Except, my heart was always somewhere else. During these many years of studies, I felt unfulfilled and demotivated. Yet, I kept gaslighting myself. You have good grades, you have what it takes. This is your thing. You're just feeling overwhelmed. Plus, you've came this far, you want to give up now, throwing away all the effort and time you spent? Not to mention, I was under the extreme pressure of thinking my family is counting on me ever since my dad died. So I kept on going, following the path others swore were right, promising and safe.
Jenny K. Johnny.
And yay! I finished my degree! My family was extremely proud of me during my graduation. The look of pride they had on me, the words of affirmation they gave, I thought it would make me happy. Instead, I felt empty, like a hollow shell. But still, the self gaslight went on. I took another year of research, but with every step forward, I questioned myself. Is this really what I want to do for the rest of my life? After months of drifting through life passively, again, it finally occurred to me that the treasure I've been holding on is not the one I'm searching for. In fact, the true treasure is still hidden somewhere out there. Spider Man had his canon event when Uncle Ben died, and here's mine dropping out. I started to embark on the journey of searching for the real treasure. My passion. First off, culinary and bakery. I'm someone who cooks a lot because I really enjoy it. So I thought, maybe this can be a thing. Excited, I looked up for culinary schools, even thinking about getting an oven for myself. I started cooking more often and trying out new recipes, just to find out that this is not the treasure that I actually want. It feels more like a hobby instead of something I want to do for my career. So I move on to the next destination, event management. During high school, I directed for a school festival and be part of a society organizing a camp. I even took jobs as an event crew before transitioning to college. A great opportunity happened to land on me, so I hopped back into it. I had a lot of fun. I met a lot of great people, and I learned a lot of things. It was a great experience overall. But something was still not right. I felt like it was not the right place for me to truly express myself. So, I left. Again, I kept walking and searching, which brought me to streaming. Honestly, this felt like ending up on the edge of the map because you are just so lost. I was enjoying it first, pouring my heart into every streams. But then, I started wondering what the hell was I even doing? I felt like I was in a cognitive dissonance the whole time, as I was doing something that does not really agree with my personal values. For the first time in my life, I felt so lost. I got really scared, and I felt like a loser. But still, I kept on going. Through the doubts, the silence, and the anxiety of not knowing. Because I know it is still out there. And now here I am, standing on the spot marked with an X on the map. Filmmaking. Film is my refugee. I escape into it and let my imagination run wild, feeling things I can experience in reality. With every film I watch, each story teaches me in ways the world around me never could. My passion towards film is something that I've been holding on for the longest time I can remember. Though film thus strongly inspires me, I was afraid I do not have what it takes to become successful. But now, it is time for me to take control of my fear instead of letting it control me. I started writing stories, expressing myself creatively, having lots of crazy ideas flushing in my head that would keep me up at night, envisioning all the films I want to make. I've never experienced this kind of excitement before because this time, I can feel that something is burning inside me, the drive that keeps me going. But the question is, has the treasure hunter finally found the treasure? Maybe yes, maybe not. That said, I'm still gonna keep on digging on the same spot because this is the closest I ever felt to the true treasure.
Keep going.
This journey was not easy. I had to turn away from familiar roads and voices that once felt safe. I failed, started over, and questioned everything, especially myself. But I've discovered something valuable. I was not following a map, I was making one. I'm not making decisions for anything else anymore. I'm doing it for me, for myself, and I will not give it up easily this time.